Hey, hey, what's happening, confidence givers? Super excited to be in here for another Money Monday. How are you guys? As you guys are coming in, hashtag live if you're watching the live, hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And let me know how your weekend was. It is gorgeous here in Denver, and I have got so much to do. I'm actually speaking up on stage in my company's event, so I'm super excited about that, but I have not planned anything. Um, so hopefully that will go well. That's on Saturday. But anyways, as you guys are coming in, say, hey, I wanted to make this. I love doing like once a month, like a Q&A to ask you guys any, answer any questions that you guys have. Make it about you, not about what I feel like you need to know. So as you guys are coming in, say, hey, let me know how your weekend was. Hey, Debbie, how are you? I'm excited. I got several new customers this weekend because of my YouTube, which is always amazing. And so, the reality is there's some days that I'll get like 4 or 5 random orders from YouTube, and then there's some days that I get nothing. But by and large, it is consistently like every single day if you were to span it out over a month. It's pretty flippin' awesome. And then you've got the repeat customers, which makes it even better. So it's kind of like that compound effect, right? So you get like one customer, then they reorder, you get another time, and then you get a new one, and then they just kind of like keep stacking, right? So it truly is an incredible, incredible platform. It's why I am so passionate about it, is because I do know that it is like literally a network marketing dream. And so ask me any questions that you've got about YouTube. Ask me any questions that you got about social media. I have had to keep a little bit of a down low on my social media a little bit this last week. I got in, so fun. I got into a little bit of trouble for some of my videos, or I shouldn't say a little bit of trouble. I had some haters that, wanted to try to get me into trouble. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, it kind of goes back to the mindset, right? So they've tried to stop me from building my business, and they're not going to stop me. I might have to do things a little bit differently, but I definitely don't need to stop. And so we are always, always, always going to be faced with roadblocks. We are always going to be faced with life. We're always going to be faced with challenges. It's not that my life is any less challenging or more challenging or whatever. It's how are we going to deal with these roadblocks? How are we going to deal with these challenges that arise? And what are we going to do? Are we going to let them paralyze us? Or are we going to let them fuel us and move us forward? And so for me, I have always faced adversity with, okay, I can complain, I can cry, I can be upset, and I do all of those things. I really do. I feel all of those emotions because I think it's so important to feel all of those emotions. But the difference is we cannot let those emotions paralyze us. We cannot let them stop us from building our business, right? And that's the key. And I think that that's the biggest difference between somebody who has ultimate success in the space and those that, kind of taste success a little bit, but then they're not having like that true success. And so I wanted to share that story with you because I think it's really, really important, right? We all, like, last week was a bad week. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be dishonest. It like put me like for a loop. I like was taking several days to respond to the complaint that had happened. And I was just feeling down, but I had to like build myself back up. I had to pour into myself with personal development. I had to go for more walks. I had to do a little bit more meditation. I had to do a little bit more positive affirmations. I had to do a little bit more personal development throughout the entire week to kind of bring me back up to where I know I need to be. And that's where I am this week, right? So this is the message that I really, in my heart, feel, inspired to tell you. And if there's somebody here that you think needs to hear this message, right? Life has gotten in the way. Life has stopped them from maybe working their business. They need to hear this message. Like maybe you have a hater. Maybe you have, things happening at home that, the shit's hit the fan, whatever it is, like know that it's okay to grieve. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be, feel defeated. All of those feelings are totally, totally, totally okay. And you feel them and you acknowledge them. And then it's time to put them past. Then it's time to move on. Then it's time to take it to like the next level. And so for me, this past week, faced with the roadblock of somebody, lots of haters that didn't like my video, and, faced with some of those haters, guess what? I did all of those things. I'm human. It affected me. It hurt me. It was challenging, to say the least, right? And so I think it's really important that we honor those feelings, but then it's even more important, once we've honored those feelings, that we don't sit and we don't dwell in it, because that's going to be paralysis. That's going to stop us from our ultimate goals and our ultimate visions. All right. So I don't know if somebody needs to hear this today. It's what's like coming through to me. Like, I wanted to share with you guys. I did a post about like some haters, and I've gotten a bunch of messages, and everybody's like, just keep going. Don't stop. Like, you're inspiring so many. And that's what we showed up for. Right. So at a certain point, it starts, this network marketing space starts because you're like, oh, I want to make a few extra $100, or I want something for my own, or I want to be a part of like a community. Right. And that's amazing. And then you start to build this incredible business. And then it becomes more about how can you serve other people? How can you make a bigger impact on this world when you've had more success? And so, when you do that, there are going to be haters. There are going to be people that are going to try to stop you along the way, that are going to try to, catapult your business, or just put a wrench in things. And that's the reality. Like, everybody's like messaging me. They're like, oh, Julie, I think you made it. I think you made it. If you have that type of hater that's going to like report you, like, you're in good hands, right? You're doing something right. And it's sad, but it's so true, right? Like, how do we get to the point where we are, making this big impact, but we're going to have people that hate us, and that's okay. Right? I'm not everybody's cup of tea. There's a lot of people that, resonate with somebody else before they resonate with me. And that is okay. There's going to be people that love me, and then there's going to be people that hate me. But my armor is up. I'm ready to continue to serve. I'm ready to continue to grow. I'm ready to continue to spread my message and my ability to help people. And so I'm not going to let those haters stop me. Right. And so I think that that's such an important message, because especially if you're building on social media, whether it be YouTube, whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Facebook, it doesn't matter. The more popularity you get, the more your influence grows, the more haters are going to be showing up at your doorstep. And so you've got to have your armor on. I can say it hurts. But one of the best lessons I learned in my counseling degree is not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay, right? Not everybody is going to find you to be their person, and that's okay. You cannot please everybody. You are going to have haters. And so when I started to like really embrace the fact that not everybody loves me and not everybody is going to want my well wishes, it's when I've been able to release so much of that weight. So I wanted to share that message. It's just, something from my heart for you guys today. I hope that it helps. Hashtag value, if that's been like helpful for you, if you've ever had somebody that has tried to stop you from building and accomplishing your goals, drop a 1 in the comments if that's ever been you. Somebody that, has maybe like taken a foot back because of a comment that was made, or maybe stopped. It could be your friend, your spouse, your coworker. It could be anybody. Have you ever felt like somebody is trying to stop you from hitting your goals, or they've laughed at your goals, or, they've poo-pooed, some of the big aspirations that you have? Drop a 1 in the comments. And then, guys, make sure that this is like a Q&A. So I'm going to stay on here for as long as I need to, as long as there's questions. And if there's not any questions, then I'm going to head on out, because I've got so much work that I have to do today. But if you've got any questions, let me know. It could be all things, network marketing, YouTube, mindset, you name it. Let me know in the comments. I'm not sure if I'm seeing any comments, but definitely let me know. I can say, I think that it's important to also acknowledge that one of the legends in this network marketing space this weekend did pass away. Jesse Lee. I'm sure all of you have probably heard it. If you've been on social media, you've seen it, and you're, in the network marketing community at all. I had nothing but mad respect for her. She was such an inspiration to so many. And as I'm looking at her posts and or the posts that people are posting about her, even though I never personally worked with her, I never personally hired her as a coach, or worked alongside her, actually was like on any of her trainings, I do know the profound impact that she has had in this network marketing space. And, for me, the thing that resonates the most is, wow, she left such an impact and helped nurture so many people's lives that were not directly affiliated with her in her network marketing company or anything like that. And so that's kind of like what I was saying with the message, right? Like your vision, your message has to be greater than the haters that are going to come, because the haters are going to come the bigger your message is, and the bigger the issues. And so that is my message. Somebody says, thank you for allowing me to continue the class due to many personal issues. I did not do it timely. However, my goal is to complete it today. Can I send you my live to look at? So unfortunately, what I can't do is I cannot go through and review everybody's videos on YouTube. I wish I could. I saved that specifically for the one-on-one coaching that I do, because I sell hundreds and hundreds of courses, and I just don't have the time or the ability, as much as I would like to, go through everybody's video. As much as I would love to be able to help more, that's not something that I offer that's inside of the course, unless you go and do like more of like the one-on-one coaching with me. So it's just showing up as Facebook user. So I'm sorry, I just don't have the time or the ability to check out everybody's video. I wish I did. And with that, if you have not gotten started on YouTube, I strongly recommend that you guys get started on YouTube. It will change your business. It's not going to happen overnight. Success does not happen overnight. Success happens with laying each brick by brick by brick by brick by brick. And that's the reality, right? Like, it does not happen overnight. Building an audience on social media doesn't happen overnight. Hitting the top ranks of your company doesn't happen overnight. It takes foundation. It takes structure. It takes learning. It takes resilience. It takes grit. It takes all of those things. But when you find the formula, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram, whether it be, whatever social media platform you decide to build on, that is going to be the key. And then you're going to stay consistent with it. Okay. Consistency is going to trump any platform you build on. If you are consistent, I guarantee that you will have success eventually. If you are consistent, if you are learning, if you are tweaking, if you are making things better, you're doing your reach outs, you're, pouring into yourselves, you're pouring into your mindset, you're pouring into your all of that, right, is going to be the key to success. I lost my train of thought because somebody says, you are amazing. I highly recommend investing in Julie's personal coaching prices. Oh, guys, that like makes my heart so happy, because I do try to give as much as I can, because I do want everybody to succeed. I think this industry is absolutely incredible, and it is filled with so much hope and ability for people to change their lives. As John Melton says, it doesn't matter if you're from Yale or jail, you can still have success over here. And I love that the playing field is even for every single person, that you don't need to be a doctorate, a lawyer, a whatever. Like, does that help? Sure, that helps, but you don't have to be any of those things. You have to be consistent. You have to be, willing to be coachable. I said there's like the 3 C's: consistent, coachable, and, what was my third C? Consistent, coachable, and I can't remember what my 3 C's was. Oh, I guess it wasn't so good. Consistent, coachable, and confident. That was it. The third one was confident, because you have to be able to pour into your mindset. So if you have the confidence, if you are coachable and you are consistent, Those are the 3 C's to winning. If somebody can put that in the comments so I never forget it again, I would appreciate it. But that's what it was. So anyways, guys, I hope that this is well. If you guys have any questions, make sure you answer or put them in the comments. I'm going to stick on here for another minute or two. I think you all know that I could like ramble for hours on end. I don't want to ramble. I want to make sure that I'm taking up your time and offering as much value as I possibly can on this Monday morning as you guys are pouring into yourselves, because you are coachable, because you are consistent, and help you with your mindset so that you are confident. I don't see any questions popping in. I just see some users on here. And so I won't sing and dance with you. You won't want me to sing, that's for sure. And my dancing, I'm not sure my daughters even want to see me dancing. Although I think I'm a pretty good dancer, but you know, what are you going to do? All right, guys, are there any questions? Let me know. And I hope that you have an amazing day. If you're catching the replay, just hashtag the questions below, and then just make sure that you tag me so that I actually see them, if you guys don't mind. I hope that you have an amazing Monday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.